Did you know that one attachment style leads to the happiest relationships? My name is Matush Hanijar, and today we are talking about the power of secure attachment and why it changes everything. Imagine waking up next to your partner, feeling completely safe, knowing that they love you and respect you without second guessing every text, every word, or every little change in their tone. No anxiety, no distancing, no mind games, just real, secure love. Sounds like a dream, right? But for people with a secure attachment style, this is their everyday reality. They don't chase, they don't run, and they don't get trapped in toxic cycles. And here's the best part: you can learn how to be like this too. For the last 7 days as a hypnotherapist and coach, I have helped people rewire their attachment styles and create lasting, healthy relationships. And today I'm going to show you exactly how secure people think, behave, and connect with others, and how you can do the same. Let me start with a story. Meet Jeanette. She woke up one morning overwhelmed by a huge workload waiting for her. She was stressed, anxious, and feeling like a failure. Instead of dealing with those emotions, she lashed out at her husband, telling him she was disappointed in his career progress. Now, if Janet's husband had an anxious attachment style, he might have taken this personally, felt rejected, and spiraled into self doubt. If he had an avoidant attachment, he might have shut down, withdrawn, or started emotionally distancing himself. But Janet's husband, Stan, was secure. Instead of reacting defensively, he calmly said, I can see you are feeling overwhelmed right now, but if you are trying to motivate me, this isn't the best way to do it. Janet was stunned. She realized that she wasn't actually upset with him, she was just overwhelmed and projecting her stress onto him. Instead of escalating the situation, Stan diffused it with emotional security. And that's the magic of a secure attachment. They don't get sucked into unnecessary conflict. They communicate openly, they stay emotionally regulated, and they create a safe space for love to thrive. So, what makes secure people so different? Think of relationships like a dance. Anxious people tend to chase, they step forward too quickly, fearing abandonment. Avoidant people tend to step back, fearing closeness. This creates a frustrating push and pull dynamic. But secure people, they stand firm in the middle of the dance floor. They don't chase, they don't retreat, they simply hold their space with confidence and allow connection to unfold naturally. And here is the incredible part. Studies show that just one secure partner in a relationship can bring out security in their partner. Researchers found that when a secure person dates an anxious or avoidant partner, the entire relationship functions better over time. It's like having an emotional buffer that keeps everything stable. So, what exactly do secure people do differently? First, they communicate directly. If they are upset, they say it. If they need something, they ask. No passive aggressive behavior, no silent treatment, no expecting their partner to read their mind. Second, they assume the best in their partner. If something goes wrong, they don't automatically jump to worst case scenarios. They trust their partner's intentions and give them the benefit of the doubt. Third, they don't play games. This is a big one. They don't create artificial distance to seem more attractive. They don't test their partner's love by making them jealous. They value honesty and emotional intimacy over manipulation. And most importantly, they regulate their emotions well. When conflict happens, they don't explode in anger or shut down in avoidance. They handle problems with maturity and a calm mindset. Now, you might be wondering, is this something you are born with or can you develop it? The answer is both. Research shows that secure attachment often starts in childhood, but it's not fixed. Studies have found that about 25 to 30% of adults change their attachment style over time. And this means that no matter where you are right now, you can absolutely become more secure in your relationships. Now, if you are finding this video helpful so far, feel free to subscribe and share it with someone who might benefit from learning about secure attachment. Thank you very much. So, how do you start rewiring your attachment style? Step number one, become aware of your patterns. The first step to change is always awareness. You can't fix what you don't notice. Start paying close attention to how you respond in relationships. Do you feel a sense of panic when your partner takes longer than usual to reply to a message? Do you overanalyze their words, searching for hidden meanings? Or on the other hand, do you find yourself pulling away when things start getting too intimate, suddenly needing space, feeling suffocated, or shutting down emotionally? These are signs of anxious or avoidant behaviors, and simply recognizing them in real time is a huge step forward. Instead of just reacting automatically, you can take a pause and ask yourself, what am I really afraid of here? Is it abandonment, feeling unworthy, losing control? The more you name these patterns, the less power they have over you. One way to boost your awareness is through journaling. You can try writing down situations that triggered you and look for common themes. You may start to notice patterns you weren't even aware of. Maybe you tend to push people away just when things start feeling safe, or maybe you constantly need reassurance, even when there is no real threat. Awareness is the foundation for change. Step 2. Challenge your core beliefs. Our attachment styles are shaped by early experiences, and many of our emotional reactions in relationships come from deeply ingrained beliefs that we have carried since childhood. If you grew up in an environment where love felt inconsistent or conditional, you might have developed the belief, I am not lovable unless I prove myself. If you have been abandoned or betrayed in past relationships, you might believe, people always leave me. These beliefs are powerful, but here is the truth, they are not facts. They're just stories your mind has been repeating for years. And like any story, they can be rewritten. Start challenging these beliefs by asking yourself, where did this belief come from? Is there actual evidence that supports it? Would I say this to a friend I love? For example, if you believe I'm not lovable, ask yourself, is that really true? Have there been people in my life who cared about me? If I was truly unlovable, would I have any meaningful connections at all? By questioning these thoughts, you begin to weaken them, making space for a new, healthier mindset. And step number 3, practice secure behaviors. This is where things start to shift. Even if you don't feel secure yet, you can start acting like a secure person. Think of it as reprogramming your brain. Each time you choose a secure action over an anxious or avoidant reaction, you're strengthening a new neural pathway. What does this look like in real life? Instead of overanalyzing a text message, assume positive intent. Instead of shutting down during conflict, express your feelings openly and calmly. Instead of playing games to test your partner's love, communicate your needs directly. Instead of seeking constant reassurance, remind yourself, I am worthy of love even if I'm not getting external validation at this moment. At first, this may feel uncomfortable, like wearing a new pair of shoes that don't quite fit yet. But the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. With time, these secure behaviors will no longer feel forced. They will become a part of you, who you are. And step number 4, surround yourself with secure people. Your environment plays a huge role in shaping your attachment style. If you are constantly dating avoidant partners who dismiss your needs or spending time with people who reinforce your fears, it's going to be much harder to feel secure. The good news, security is contagious. Research shows that people who spend time with secure individuals naturally become more secure themselves. A securely attached partner can help soothe your fears, model healthy communication, and create a stable foundation for emotional connection. This applies to friendships too. Surround yourself with people who respect your boundaries, communicate openly, and make you feel valued. Notice how they navigate relationships and start adopting those behaviors yourself. If you're struggling to find secure relationships, don't worry, this doesn't happen overnight. But even small changes, like setting boundaries with toxic people or seeking out supportive friends, can make a big difference in your journey toward security. Rewiring your attachment style is not about being perfect. It's about making small, conscious choices every day that align with the kind of love and connection you truly deserve. The biggest takeaway: you are not stuck. No matter what your attachment style is right now, you have the power to change it. I've seen it happen with my clients and I've experienced it in my own life. And you can do it too. So, what do you think? Does this resonate with your own experiences? Let me know in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you next time.